Hello and welcome to today's matchup between your Averett University Cougars and the Methodist University Monarchs. My name's Chris Richmond, and I'm going to be broadcasting the game for you today, as it's a very special day for the Averett Cougars, as it's senior day. Get to celebrate all those seniors here in a little bit, but we'll go into some records and some starting lineups here. Averett University coming into this one 14-10. 11-2 in conference, clinched the number 1 seed in the playoff, conference playoff berth, and number 1 seed in conference. So terrific season for them in conference play. And it comes in versus Methodist University Monarchs, coming in at 3-20, 2-11 in the conference. The Cougars coming off a tough loss here in the Grant Center on February 17th to Southern Virginia. So I know they're coming to go out on the right foot at the end of conference play here before the tournament, especially on senior day. So starting lineups here for the Cougars is going to be Keyshawn Lewis, number 2, a guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Number 5, a sophomore guard, Jordan Lewis out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Number 12, Jason Sellers, a sophomore forward out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Number 13, Corey Baldwin, guard, junior from Henderson, North Carolina. And Jalen Morwell, number 32, a junior out of Norfolk, Virginia. They're going to be playing guard. And the projected starters for Methodist is going to be Kevin McLaughlin, Jr., a senior guard. Derek Newberry, a senior guard. Dante Burden, a senior guard. Number 12, Andre Cotton Samuel, sophomore guard. And number 40, Clayton Coe, a junior forward. So those are your starting lineups for today, as we're going to begin senior day festivities here, and we'll be right back after the festivities and the national anthem.
Starts. Early school year career, he scored nearly 200 points while adding more than 250 rebounds and more than 150 assists while making 70 steals. Off the court, he has earned USA South Academic All-Conference honors. Majoring in computer science, Keyshawn is escorted today by his parents Sharon and Anthony Lewis, brother Jordan Lewis, and sister Lachey Lewis. Let's give it up for Keyshawn Lewis. Good afternoon and welcome to Averett University and the Grand Center for today's USA South Conference men's basketball game featuring the Monarchs of Methodist University and your Cougars of Averett University. Fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and honor America as the Averett Cougar Band plays today's national anthem. And now let's meet today's starting lineups first for the visiting Monarchs. A senior guard from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 3, Kevin McLaughlin, Jr. A sophomore guard from Long Island, New York, number 12, Andre Cotton Samuel. Freshman guard from High Point, North Carolina, number 24, Jeremy Mall. A junior forward from Pinehurst, North Carolina, number 40, Clayton Coe. And a freshman guard from Danville, North Carolina, number 52, Nehemiah McLean. Head coach of the Monarchs is David Smith. And now let's start the meeting with the starters for your Averett University Cougars. At guard, a senior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 2, Keyshawn Lewis. At guard, a sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 5, Jordan Lewis. At forward, a sophomore from Greensboro, North Carolina, number 12, Jason Sellers II. At guard, a junior from Henderson, North Carolina, number 13, Chloe Laughlin. And at guard, a junior from Northern Virginia, number 32, Jalen Royal. Head coach of the Cougars in his 8 seasons is David Lino. He's assisted by Brandon Baker. Trainer for the Cougars is Thomas Underwood.
Back with Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond, and we're here just beginning the jump ball as we have today's matchup on Senior Day here in the Grant Center. Your Averett University Cougars versus the Methodist University Monarchs. Today we got to celebrate Averett's only senior on this team, number 2, Keyshawn Lewis, guard out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. He was celebrated here for his time here at Averett alongside his brother Jordan Lewis, who also plays on the Averett University Cougars team, and they start right beside each other on this team. So it's a very special moment here in the Grant Center to see them two go out and celebrate Keyshawn for all that he has accomplished here at Averett University. As it looks like we're having a little trouble with the shot clock here on the far side goal as it's not popping up, but surely we can get it fixed here. Cougars are coached by David Buino, coming into his 8th season here. As we got the shot clock finished here, but Coach David Buino coming in his 8th season here as a head coach, clutching up a conference first place seed here at the end of this season. Very impressive season. Methodist University is coached by David Smith in his 23rd season. As Averett comes into this one, winning the jump ball. Jordan Lewis now with the ball, setting up the offense for the Cougars over to Rowell. Rowell now going to pass it down to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis working on the corners, going to swing it. Ball all the way to the corner to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis coming off the screen, out to Keyshawn Lewis. Nice ball movement here for the Cougars, but stolen away by a Methodist defender, but couldn't get the ball together before it went out of bounds. So possession will stay with the Cougars. Clock set at 20 seconds, so have a lot of time on the shot clock to work with. Now Sellers coming through the paint, stripped away and loses the ball. So possession will go to Methodist. Great defensive outing there to start off the game for the Monarchs as they get 2 strips, and then finally the last one goes out of bounds. There's a possession. Now we got number 3, McLaughlin Jr. here, bringing up the ball for the Monarchs. Defended by Jordan Lewis. He's going to take the ball on the wing here. It's got a nice bounce pass, but stolen away by Corey Baldwin. Corey Baldwin in transition here, loses the ball, and now McLaughlin Jr. on a transition layup, doesn't get the layup to go, and second chance effort's no good, and poked away by Baldwin. So now Rowell and Baldwin in transition. Baldwin jumps for contact, loses the ball. Another turnover for the Cougars. They're struggling to get it together here for the opening possessions on offense. Laughlin Jr. now with the ball on the wing. They'll swing it to number 40, Clayton Coe. He's going to lose the ball, and now Keyshawn Lewis in transition. Rowell now on the fast break, and the layup is no good. And rebounded by the Monarchs. Number 12, Cotton Samuel now with the ball. He's going to swing it back over to McLaughlin Jr. It looks like Coach Duino is going to go ahead and call for that full man sub off the bench. The full whole 5 off the bench to sub in, as Coach Duino likes to do that. This season has been working well, subbing in a whole 5, and keeping his guys fresh. As another miss for the Cougars, now rebounded by the Monarchs. Laughlin Jr. now on the wing. Not going to use the screens. He'll swing it over to number 24, Mule now with the ball. So swing it back to McLaughlin Jr. Nice defense so far by the Cougars. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and able to get the bucket through contact with McLaughlin Jr. So the first points of the game are rewarded to the Monarchs. They'll take a 2-0 lead here. It's Corey Baldwin now with the ball on the wing. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Rowell now on the wing. Nice move out the triple threat and off the glass. Can't get the roll in, but Jordan Lewis right there to finish things up off the offensive rebound. So first points for the Cougars here, scored by number 5, Jordan Lewis. Ties it up at 2-2. Laughlin Jr. now with the ball as he's driving the baseline. Bounce pass is off the mark. The Monarchs able to get the ball blocked away by Jordan Lewis, though. Nice defense by Jordan Lewis to block the ball away, and this brand new 5 is going to come subbing in here. Like I mentioned before, it's something that's worked for Coach Duino here. Something that's worked for Coach Duino very well this season, keeping his guys fresh and playing stellar defense. Milton. It was close there. The ball was going out of bounds, and number 20, Roger Milton, touched it, but the call is going to be that the shot clock went off before he touched it, so the ball will be rewarded to the Cougars. Roger Milton now with the ball, bringing up the ball for the Cougars. He's going to set up the offense from the wing. He'll pass it down to Paulden. Paulden now in the post. The hook shot is no good. Tried to tip in with McLaughlin, couldn't get the tip, and rebounded by the Monarchs. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball. He'll be coming off the screen, driving through the middle of the lane, couldn't get it, but now three-point shot here is no good. Rebounded by number 14, Lawrence. And now McLaughlin now. Nice pass out to the corner, but number 11, Bryce Shaw, stepped out of bounds as he was driving through.
Timeout on the floor.
For the Cougars. And we're going to have our first timeout of the game, so 2-2. At the start of this one into our first timeout, we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
We are back with Averett Sports Network after that timeout. A little lengthy timeout as we were trying to get the scoreboard situated. Scoreboard's back up, right score on the screen. And we are back into some action. Nice defense there by Roger Milton. Tipping the ball away, stripping away again, trying to save it. The Monarchs able to scoop the ball up. McLaughlin Jr. now with the shot. It's off the mark. Rebound went over Milton. Shot off the mark. Eventually led to a Cougar rebound. So now Milton now in transition for the Cougars, setting up the offense, coming off the screen. He's going to swing it over to McLaughlin, over to Shaw. Shaw coming off the screen, back to Paulden. Lawrence now. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Paulden now in the post. He's coming blocked. The ball saved by McLaughlin. Milton now driving Shaw. 1 second. Shot clock violation for the Cougars. Nice defense there by the Monarchs. So far, been able to stop this Cougar offense very early in this one. We've got two subs coming in. Number 11, Thomas Stevens coming in. Game along with number 42, James Wilds III. seconds on the shot clock. Mid-range shot here is going to be good. Nice shot there by McLaughlin Jr. With time winding down, he's going to take a 2-point lead for the two. Milton now with the ball, coming off the screen. Gonna kick it out to Lawrence. Lawrence now with the ball. McLaughlin on the post. Nice pass there to Shaw. Shaw was blocked. Rebounded by the Cougars. Lawrence now for three. Off the mark. McLaughlin on the rebound. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball here. So possession will go to the Monarchs, I believe. Now, nice bucket there by number 14, Jim Lawrence. Through contact, just a slight touch off the glass. Able to get it to go to tie up the game, 4-4. It's Wilds now with the ball. It's going to swing at the Coe now. Back to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. coming off the screen. They'll pass it to Stevens. Stevens driving through. He's going to draw the foul. Only 5 seconds on the clock. Went up for the layup. Called with a little bit too much contact. Got hit with the foul. So we're going to see our first free throws of the game. First free throws up and no good. Game still tied at 4-4. Keyshawn Lewis coming back into the game for the Cougars, along with number 44, Herman Bubua Watson coming in as well. Shot up. The second free throw is good. And also coming in the game is going to be number 44, Isaiah Rodriguez for the Monarchs. Carter now with the ball. It's going to swing it to Lawrence. Lawrence on the wing, back to Shaw. Shaw back to Lawrence. Lawrence for three. Off the back of the glass. Rebounded by Shaw. Nice pass after the rebound by Shaw. Got the rebound and the pass off before he even hit the ground to a wide open Keyshawn Lewis, the senior, and he's going to finish for two and take the lead. The first lead here for the Cougars, 6-5. Number 32. Chris George now with the ball. It's going to swing it to Stevens. Stevens now on the wing. Defended tightly by Keyshawn Lewis. Off the spin, the fadeaway. Nice rebound there by George. The shot is off the mark. Cougars on the rebound now. Lawrence now driving baseline. He's going to lose the ball. Ball's going to get away from him. He's going to pass it back into a Monarch. Laughlin Jr. now is going to slow things down to set up the offense here for the Monarchs. Pass to a wide open Wilds, but the layup is off the mark. Keyshawn Lewis going to swing it to Jim Lawrence. He's going to get hit with the travel. Jordan Lewis and Roel will be coming back into the game after the timeout. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Center after this timeout.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
We are back after that timeout. 11 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Cougars on top of the Monarchs, 6-5. And Stevens now with the ball. He's going to swing it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now will pass down to Wilds in the post and able to get the shot through contact. Nice bucket there by Wilds, the third. Now Carter in transition. Set up the offense for the Cougars coming off the screen. He's going to swing it to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis. Nice layup by Jordan Lewis through contact. Take back and lead by 1. Laughlin now with the ball on the wing. So swing it over to Stevens. Stevens set shot for 3. He's going to take a 2-point lead for the Monarchs from behind the arc. Now Carter back in transition for the Cougars, setting up the offense on the wing, calling for the screen. Coming off the screens, get tripped up. Now Roel. They're going to get the jump ball call, but possession arrow will stay with the Cougars. Laughlin coming back into the game. Jordan Lewis past Roel. Now calling for a screen, coming up the screen, swing to Roel, over to Jordan Lewis in the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 3-point shot here. Going to be off. Rebounded by Jamel Carter. Shot's no good and tipped out. I thought it was going to be the Monarchs, but called out on McLaughlin. So possession will stay, or excuse me, possession will be flipped to the Monarchs. Rodriguez back to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now bringing the ball up the court, guarded by Jordan Lewis. So comes off the screen. Swing it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thinking about 3, did not take it. Nice bounce pass to Wilds. Wilds layup is off the mark, but number 32, George, was able to clean things up and get the layup to go. Now taking a 4-point lead, the largest lead of the first half so far. Jordan Lewis now with the ball. Coming off the screen, going to kick to Roel in the corner, back to Lewis. Lewis now to Carter. Carter for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Monarchs. Stevens now in transition, pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now crossing over. And off the back of the glass, could not get to go. Now Roel in a transition of his own, going to kick it out to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis set his feet. Can't get the shot to go. Nice rebound there by McLaughlin. And nice pass to Keyshawn Lewis. Can't get the layup to go, but draw contact on the layup. Nice no-looker there by McLaughlin to find a wide-open Keyshawn Lewis. Send him to the line to shoot 2. First shot for Keyshawn Lewis. Can't get the roll in. Stayed there on the rim for a little bit, but couldn't get the roll. He looks to make it 9 points here for the Cougars with the second. Second free throw is good, so 3-point lead now for the Monarchs. Number 11, Bryce Shaw, is going to come in for Carter Jr. Rodriguez passing in, McLaughlin Jr. down to George. George now with the ball. Posting up. Tries to get the bounce pass off the mark. Scooped up by Shaw. Nice pass by McLaughlin to Jordan Lewis. No layup was taken. The ball was stripped away by the Monarchs. McLaughlin Jr. now in transition. Slow things down to set up the offense for the Monarchs. Deep 3 there by McLaughlin Jr. is good. Taking a 6-point lead here now for the Monarchs. Jordan Lewis slowing things down, trying to set up the offense here for the Cougars. Cougars been struggling so far to find something on offense as the corner 3 is no good. Tipping is no good as well, and rebounded by Stevens of the Monarchs. Now pushing the floor here. George now with the ball.
Methodist foul charge number 32 for George is second personal.
It's going to go into another timeout. So
Timeout on the floor.
7 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the first half. Monarchs on top of the Cougars, 15-9 here. And we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after the timeout.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
Back after the timeout. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Jordan Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars, trying to set something up for the Cougars. Offense struggling so far as a whole on offense. Can't really get nothing going here. Well, swings it. Jordan Lewis now on the wing. He's going to drive baseline through contact, and that's a way to get the offense going. As he finishes the layup through contact with a chance for a three-point play. Cougars looking for something here, and they might have just got it with the layup by Jordan Lewis. Narrowing down the lead to just now 4 points with the free throw. That is good. Now 3-point lead for the Monarchs. Nice finish by Jordan Lewis. He goes right to on-ball defense over 11 Stevens. Stevens now pass it down to the post. Post shot here is no good. Out of bounds. Passing. Tried to hit it off Keyshawn Lewis, but couldn't get Keyshawn Lewis as he jumped over and the ball hit out of bounds. So the Cougars will take ball. A little bit of momentum going here. Swings it over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis off the screen. Pass down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin can't get the shot to go. But draw the contact, so he will be shooting two as well. Cougars starting to build a little bit of momentum here in the Grant Center.
Foul charge on Methodist number 52, Nehemiah McLean. That's his first personal.
Foul call is on number 52, Nehemiah McLean. First shot is off the mark there for McLaughlin. Second shot here is good. So now 2-point lead for the Monarchs as the Cougars are slowly crawling back. Jason Sellers. Becky comes back into the game for the Cougars. Now Stevens bringing up the ball for the Monarchs. So swing it over to McLaughlin Jr. Over the Mule. Mule now with the ball on the wing. Swing it over to number 40. Back to McLaughlin Jr. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Nice defense there by Keyshawn Lewis. Rebounded by Coe. Back out to Mule. Mule now. It's going to swing to McLaughlin Jr. Coe now from the corner. And it's good. Nice shot there. Ball by the Monarchs. Take a 5-point lead. Keyshawn Lewis now is going to swing. Lewis now off the screen. Now to Sellers. Layup is no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be tipped out by Monarch. Possession will stay with the Cougars. As Corey Baldwin comes back into the game for the Cougars. Number 32, Keyshawn Lewis back out to Jordan Lewis on the corner, driving baseline. Bryce Shaw. Another out of bounds call for the Cougars. That'll be another Cougars turnover. By Baldwin. Fadeaway shot was no good. Rebounded by Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now in transition. Crossover, kick out to Shaw. Baldwin. Baldwin from the corner is off the mark. Rebounded by the Monarchs. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Not a high-scoring game. Away just for a split second. Number 14, Jim Lawrence, coming back into the game for the Cougars. Subbing out Keyshawn Lewis. Jordan Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars and swing it down to Shaw on the wing. Back to Baldwin at the top of the key. Lewis at the wing, nice pass there. Lawrence in the middle of the box. Subbing out number 3, Evan McLaughlin Jr. Jim Lawrence now with the ball, swings it over to Jordan Lewis. Top of the key, in it closely by Stevens. Crossover, kick out to Lawrence. Lawrence now from the corner, and it's good. Nice shot there by the sharpshooter here for the Cougars. Jim Lawrence getting something good going for the Cougars. Just now 2 points, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Stevens now with the ball for the Monarchs. Driving through. Pass tip by Lawrence, but able to be scooped up by the Monarchs and rebounded by the Cougars. So nice defense. Jordan Lewis now in transition, swings over to Shaw. Shaw now with the spin, and nice move there to the cup by number 11, Bryce Shaw. And nice defense by Corey Baldwin, but couldn't get the layup to go. Nice sequence of events there for the Cougars to tie up the game. The layup to take the lead was no good, but nevertheless, nice defense by Corey Baldwin. So I believe Keyshawn Lewis and Jamel Carter Jr. is going to be coming back into the game for the Cougars. Excuse me, Keyshawn Lewis is still going to be out. Jamel Carter Jr. is going to be coming back in, and we'll be right back after this timeout. We are back after that timeout. Game tied up after a little momentum run there for the Cougars. Down by 5. 14, Jim Lawrence hit a 3 to make it only a 2-point deficit. And then Bryce Shaw after a good defense, and then there's Jordan Lewis now, and ball off his foot as something going to keep going there for the Cougars. Nice defense off the inbound, but like I was saying, Jim Lawrence hit that big three down by 5 to make it a 2-point deficit. And then nice defense on the other end by the Cougars, transition, and nice move by Bryce Shaw to tie the game up. And the Cougars with a chance after the nice inbound defense by Baldwin to take a 2-point lead. Couldn't get it to go, and then led up to that nice defense after the timeout by Jordan Lewis, but couldn't get the points to go. Now McLaughlin Jr. now setting up the offense for the Monarchs, trying to slow down momentum by the Cougars. Mule now for 3 is good. Taking back a 3-point lead. Nice shot there by Mule. As Jordan Lewis now setting up the offense, pass down to Corey Baldwin on the baseline to Sellers, back out to Corey Baldwin, driving baseline. Snatch back there on the baseline and hits the mid-range for 2, bringing the lead down to 1 as he hit a nice move. A nice snatch back there on the baseline to get open. As McLaughlin Jr. now on the wing, coming off the screen, and they're going to call a legal screen there on number 24, Mule. Or excuse me, on number 42, Wilds. Wilds the third there. So possession will go back to the Cougars with a chance to either take a 1-point lead or a 2-point lead here. Carter Jr. now on the wing. He'll swing it over to Lawrence, down to Sellers, back out to Lawrence. Lawrence now stripped away by McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now in transition. Through contact, can't get the layup to go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Try to extend the Monarch lead here in the first half. Free throw by McLaughlin Jr. here is going to be good, taking a 2-point lead for the Monarchs. Second shot here is good for the Monarchs. 3-point lead now. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Carter over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now on the wing, swimming to Lawrence. Lawrence, Sellers, quick pass down the ball when it was tipped. It'll be out on the Monarchs. Possession will stay with the Cougars, and this gives enough time for McLaughlin to come back into the game for this possession, subbing out Jim Lawrence. Jordan Lewis now on the inbound. Pass it to McLaughlin on the corner. Drive there was quickly stopped and passed out by McLaughlin. Carter now, nice move for the mid-range. Mid-range shot here is going to be off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Monarchs. While it's the third now in transition. And fouled by Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis going to make him earn his 2 points there. No free points on the transition. He's going to force Wiles the third to get his 2 points off the free throw line. First free throw is good there for Wiles the third. Taking a 4-point lead here for the Monarchs. Number 44, Rodriguez, coming back into the game. Along with, for the Cougars, Keyshawn Lewis coming into the game for Sellers. Second free throw here is going to be good for Wiles the third. 5-point lead now for the Monarchs as Jordan Lewis now in transition to set up the offense for the Cougars. Now on the wings, going to come off the screen. A pass down, nice pass to Keyshawn Lewis. Pump fakes and gets the layup. The brother connection there by Jordan Lewis and Keyshawn Lewis. Nice pass to find Keyshawn Lewis down on the baseline wide open, and nice pump fake to the layup for Keyshawn Lewis to get the 2. Laughlin Jr. now in the post, going to pass it out to Mule. Mule now for 3 is good. That's his second 3 of the game from that spot. Taking back a 6-point lead. Jordan Lewis now swing it to Carter, swing it down to Baldwin. Baldwin driving baseline. Mid-range shot is no good. They're going to call a foul on Keyshawn Lewis as he got tied up there in the post. For the rebound, Roel's going to come back into the game. He's going to sub out Carter. It's going to go into a timeout. 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go in the first half. Monarchs on top of the Cougars right now, 28-22, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after the timeout. We are back from the timeout. Monarchs now here on the inbound. It's going to be inbounded to Laughlin Jr. He's going to come, bring up the ball here. Trapped now. Nice defense, but Rodriguez is there to scoop it up. Laughlin Jr. now passes tip. It's going to be out on the plane. Nice defense there by the Cougars. Able to get the ball back. As they were playing aggressive defense right there. Worked out for him now. Jordan Lewis bringing up the ball for the Cougars to set up the Cougars offense with 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Baldwin now here, swings to Roel, over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis back to Baldwin. Baldwin to Roel. Roel on the wing. Pass it down to Keyshawn Lewis. Back out to Baldwin. Baldwin driving now. Pass to Keyshawn Lewis. Nice pass by Corey Baldwin around 2 Monarchs defenders to find a Keyshawn Lewis there on the block, and he goes up for the layup. Spinning around, able to hit for 2, narrowing the lead down to just 4 points. We go into another timeout. Nice find there by Baldwin. The ball movement was just going around and around. The Cougars couldn't really find anything. Corey Baldwin on the opposite side of the box hit a little bounce pass around 2 Monarchs defenders to find a wide open Keyshawn Lewis. Great vision there. Nice points after the great defense to get something going for the Cougars. 34.5 seconds left to go in the first half. Jordan Lewis playing tight defense. Corey Baldwin coming up for the pinch. Swing to Mule on the wing. Mule for 3. Nice 3 there by Mule. Take a 7-point lead. He's playing great ball today, especially from behind the arc. 6 seconds, Jordan Lewis driving through. No foul was called there. Mule now in transition. Final shot for Mule is good. Three-point shot there as he jumped forward. It's going to be a 10-point lead for the Monarchs going into halftime. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after the half. we are back with your second half of play. My name is Chris Richmond, bringing you Averett Sports Network tonight. Today's matchup between the Methodist University Monarchs and your Averett University Cougars, as McLaughlin Jr. here for the quick mid-range shot is no good. A little halftime stats here for you. Leading scorer so far for the Monarchs is going to be Jeremy Mule, going 4 for 4 on the field and straight three-pointers for him. He has 12 points, and the Cougars have two people with 7 points apiece, Keyshawn Lewis and his brother Jordan Lewis, as Sellers there for the two to get things started for the Cougars. So back and forth matchup here. Cougars really needing to find their true identity here on the offensive side, struggling a little bit, but confident in them to be able to find themselves and play up to the potential that they have. It's a nice bounce pass there on the cut by number 40. Number 40, Clayton Coe there on the layup. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball over to Roel. Roel on the wing. A pass down to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis pass to Corey Baldwin just a little bit high. He's going to give the ball back to the Monarchs. You'll now pass it in to McLaughlin Jr. here as he brings the ball up, defended closely by Jordan Lewis. He's going to drive through contact and able to get the layup to go for the Monarchs. Taking a 12-point lead here in the second half. Highest lead so far in the game. Corey Baldwin now with the ball. Step back 4-3 off the back of the rim, rebounded by Coe. Monarchs starting up well here, beginning of the second half, as Coe now is going to take a three, and good there for the Monarchs. Take a 15-point lead. Jordan Lewis on the wing is going to cut through, wide open layup, through contact, and it's good. Jordan Lewis trying to get something going here for the Cougars, as he has a chance for a three-point play here. Able to get the tough finish through contact, got up there over two defenders there. As Bryce Shaw is going to come back into the game for the Cougars. Checking out number 13, Corey Baldwin. And the free throw by Jordan Lewis is no good, rebounded by the Monarchs. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball, defended by Shaw. He's going to come off the screen, he's going to set and take a three. Rebounded by Sellers. Jordan Lewis now pushing the floor for the Cougars. He's going to drive through, kick it out to Shaw. Shaw setting in the corner for three, trying to get the bounce, cannot get the bounce, rebounded by the Monarchs. But nice defense by the Cougars, but can't get the ball together. But nice hustle by the Cougars to tip the ball away. Trying to set a tone here on the defensive side of things as they are going to play and press here. And going to force the timeout. Great defense by the Cougars. 17 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the second half. Monarchs on top of the Cougars 41-28 as we're in a timeout break. We'll be right back. Averett Sports Network. We are back from timeout here. Inbound here to Mule for the Monarchs. Mule now is going to kick it to number 12, Cotton Samuel, over to number 52, McLean. Back to Coe. Coe now in the post, defended nicely by Keyshawn Lewis. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shaw, nice defense on McLaughlin Jr. and no good on the shot. Now Jordan Lewis pushing the floor now for the Cougars. Gonna drive through contact, drawing the foul. Couldn't get the layup to go, but he will shoot two, and a little momentum building for the Cougars.
Methodist foul charge number 24, Jeremy Hall, his first.
Something that the Cougars were struggling a little bit with in the first half was playing great defense, but not able to get it to go on the other side. But now the Cougars off of two great defensive possessions, pushing the floor, and a chance for points here. First free throw was no good, but now Jordan Lewis shooting a second here. Second free throw is going to be good, so now 12-point lead for the Monarchs. Jordan Lewis coming out the game now. Jim Lawrence coming back into the game for the Cougars. Coleman now with the ball for the Monarchs. He's pushing the floor here. Gonna kick it to McLean. McLean now is off the mark. And Keyshawn Lewis on the rebound. And Coleman forces a jump ball, but possession will go to the Cougars.
Jump ball possession.
Lawrence passing the ball in for the Cougars. Going to be to Shaw. Shaw now setting up the offense for the Cougars. Going to swing it to Rowell on the wing, down to Sellers. Seller in the post, back to Rowell. Over to Lawrence. Bryce Shaw now to Keyshawn Lewis. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence, the shooter for three, was no good. Coe on the rebound. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball for the Monarchs. Nice look there by Lawrence, as he is that shooter for the Cougars. Would be a huge piece to get him going here for the Cougars. And McLaughlin driving. He's going to draw contact with Keyshawn Lewis. He's going to go into a timeout. So we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after the timeout. We are back after the timeout. 15 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the second half. Laughlin Jr. was fouled on the drive to the basket. He's going to be shooting some free throws here. First free throw is no good. So let's shoot another here. Second free throw is no good. Now Shaw on the rebound, pushing the floor for the Cougars. Bryce Shaw through the lane. Rowell now with the ball, kicks it out to Lewis. He's going to set up an offense here for the Cougars. Going to kick down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin fakes the pass. Nice bounce pass to Shaw on the cut. Good from 2. Bringing the score down, or the lead down to 10 points here. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball. Going to kick it to Coe. Coe now working on McLaughlin. Nice pass there to Coleman. And Coleman with the layup to bring the lead back to 12 points. Keyshawn Lewis can swing it to Lawrence. Nice no-look pass to McLaughlin as he's able to stay up. Lost his balance, and Shaw wide up in the corner, pump fakes, dishes it to Lewis, and nice pass there by Bryce Shaw to Keyshawn Lewis, able to finish for 2, bringing the lead back down to 10 points. McLaughlin Jr. now here with the ball. Swing at the Mule. Mule now on the wing. He's going to be driving through. Shot here is no good off the back rim. Nice defense by the Cougars. Keyshawn Lewis now pushing the floor here for Cougars. Off the screen by McLaughlin. Pump fakes. Gets a man in the air. Layup's no good, but rebounded by McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw in the corner. And kick it back to Keyshawn Lewis. And nice pass by Keyshawn Lewis to Rowell in the corner. Rowell for the floater down the baseline. And nice basket and nice pass there by Keyshawn Lewis to Rowell in the corner. Nice find there. Nice court vision, bringing the lead down to single digits. It's McLaughlin Jr. now defended closely by Rowell. Driving through, and layup is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. And now Rowell pushing the floor down to Keyshawn Lewis. No look pass to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to pass it back out to Rowell on the wing. He's going to call for a screen here behind the back. And he's going to call the foul here on Coleman. It's number 42. Wiles the third coming into the game for the Monarchs. Along with Miles Paulden coming into the game for McLaughlin. Keyshawn Lewis now to Shaw. Shaw from the wing. 3-point shot there by Bryce Shaw is good, bringing the lead down to 5 points. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball, defended by Rowell. Ball now on the wing, coming off the screen, pass down to Wiles the third. Shot is no good, and rebounded by the Cougars. Miles Paulden now with the ball, and they're going to call the foul on Wiles the third. Well, now Keyshawn Lewis with the ball. On the wing. He goes through the lane and layup over the defender through contact was Keyshawn Lewis to bring the lead down to 3 points. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball for the Monarchs. He's got the ball on the wing here, defended nicely by Keyshawn Lewis. He's going to dish to Mule. Mule now for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Coe. Back out to Mule. He's going to pass to McLaughlin Jr. to reset here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Layup through traffic is no good. Rebounded by Coleman. Dish out to Coe. Coe now for 3 is no good. And rebounded by the Cougars here. And pass to Keyshawn Lewis up to Rowell. Rowell now pushing the floor for the Cougars. Thought about the 3. He's going to kick it out to Shaw off the drive. And now Keyshawn Lewis going to reset here for the Cougars. And draws the foul. It's going to be number 22. Excuse me, 22 is Broan Brinson as he got called for the foul. is going to go into a timeout, so we'll be right back after this timeout with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
We are back after the timeout with Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. 11 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the second half. Cougars bringing down the lead to just 3 points now. Monarchs has led as much as 12 in the half. Shaw now on the inbound, finds a wide open Paulden. Some miscommunication on the defense there for the Monarchs, and Cougars take advantage of it, bringing the lead just down to 1 point now. And Keyshawn Lewis now guarding McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball, swings at the Wilds, third. Wilds trying to drive through on Paulden. And the pass was off the mark. It's going to bring in Shaw now bringing up the ball for the Cougars. Pass to Roel now. Bounce pass down to Keyshawn Lewis to take the lead by 1 point. Nice find there by Roel to find a wide open Keyshawn Lewis on the cut. And he's able to finish with the layup to take the lead back for the Cougars. Pass out to Coe from the corner. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Monarchs. Pass to Brinson. Brinson now, and a pass, nobody there. No foul on the play. It's going to get the balls right back to the Cougars. Cougars able to inch their way all the way back from that deficit in the second half to take a 1 point lead here. Earlier I mentioned that 12 was the highest. I believe it was 14. Alden now in the post. Working through, floater off the glass is no good. Rebounded by the Monarchs, and they're going to call a foul here. I believe this one's going to be on number 11, Bryce Shaw, and it is.
Number 11, Bryce Shaw.
That's his third of the game. Oh, excuse me, second of the game. Oh, now with the ball for the Monarchs. Over to Stevens. Stevens now with the ball. Defended by Keyshawn Lewis. Nice defense by Keyshawn Lewis. Steven dishes out the Mule in the corner. Mule now for three in the corner. As he takes back a 2 point lead here. Bryce Shaw now driving through. And he's going to get hit with the travel call here. Give the ball back to the Monarchs. Laughlin checking back into the game for the Cougars. Nice defense by Lawrence there, coming up and tipping the ball away off the inbound. Pass in by Coe to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now bringing up the ball for the Monarchs. And foul here called on Coe off the ball. It's going to give the ball back to the Cougars. Now with the ball for the Cougars. Bring up the ball, it's going to swing to McLaughlin over to Lawrence. Lawrence now on the wing, back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis driving through, back to Lawrence to Shaw. Shaw now from the corner is no good. They're going to call a foul on number 33, Bryson McLaughlin. Monarchs now with possession. Laughlin Jr. now with the ball, bringing the ball up for the Cougars. McLaughlin Jr. now through contact. Layup is no good. Fouled on the play though, so he's going to shoot two here.
Favorite foul charge number 5, Jordan Lewis.
First free throw is no good, or excuse me, first free throw is good. Second free throw, good for McLaughlin Jr. It's a 4-point lead here for the Monarchs. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second half. Jordan Lewis now with the ball. They kick it out to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now driving through, kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence now from the wing. 3-point shot is good. Bringing it down to just a 1-point lead. Huge shot there by Lawrence. The sharpshooter here for the Cougars. It's Coe now with the ball, driving through. He's going to kick it out to Stevens. Stevens now driving through, kick it out to Coe. Over to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now for three. And shot's no good, but I believe they called a foul on Lawrence. So that's going to send McLaughlin Jr. to the line to shoot three. First free throw is good for McLaughlin Jr. Second free throw is good. Taking a 3-point lead now. Third free throw is also good. 3 for 3 on the free throws to take a 4-point lead here for the Monarchs. Jordan Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars. Jordan Lewis able to draw the foul. Foul call on number 3, Evan McLaughlin Jr. And Jordan Lewis to the line to shoot free throws. First free throw is good here for Jordan Lewis. bringing the lead down to 3 points. Second free throw is also good for Jordan Lewis. 2-point lead now for the Monarchs. As the Cougars here in the press. Nice defense by Jalen Rowell. Tries to get the ball away, but scooped up by Coe. He's driving through and draws the foul on number 33, Bryson McLaughlin. Could have ended up really well there for the Cougars. It's going to be a timeout call on the floor. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the second half. The Monarchs on top by 2 points, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
We are back from that timeout. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the second half. Monarchs on top by 2 points here. Oh, at the line, shoot 2 for the Monarchs. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. So 3-point lead now for the Monarchs. Lewis kicking over to Keyshawn Lewis. Over to Rowell. Rowell now driving over a defender is no good. Tip in was no good by Laughlin, but rebound is saved by Keyshawn Lewis, and Rowell now with the ball. Kick over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis kicked out to Lawrence. Lawrence now for 3 is good. And another 3 there for Jim Lawrence as he ties up the game here. Great thing for the Cougars to get him started here in this one. Stevens now dishes down to Coe. Coe now on the wing, defended by Lawrence. Step back here is good. Take back the 2-point lead here. Jordan Lewis now with the ball on the wing. Kicks out to Keyshawn Lewis. Back to Jordan Lewis, over to Rowell. Rowell. And a reset here with Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now is going to kick it over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis driving through, and with the layup to tie the game up. 54 apiece here. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second half. Stevens now with the ball on the wing. He's going to kick it over to Mule. Mule now over to Coe. Coe on the wing and charged by Lawrence. Nice play there by Lawrence to get that charge call. Jordan Lewis now is to McLaughlin, over to Roel. Roel now driving through and draws the foul. Layup was no good, but he's going to be shooting 2 there for the Cougars with a chance to take the lead here with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in the second half.
Methodist foul on charge at number 40, Clayton Cook. That's his 5th personal.
Number 12 coming back into the game is going to be Colton Samuel, as I believe that was number 40, Clayton Coe's 5th foul, so he's out of the game now. And Roel, first free throw is good for Roel. Second free throw is good to take a 2-point lead here for the Cougars. McLaughlin Jr. now with the ball for the Monarchs, defended by Jordan Lewis. Mule now with the ball, driving through contact, can't get it to go, rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin now pushing the floor, nice bounce pass to Jordan Lewis. And a little miscommunication as Jordan Lewis thought Roel was going to stay in the corner. Well, Roel was going to wrap around and he's going to give the ball to the Monarchs. No harm there, as it was just a little miscue. And they make up for it here with a great inbound defense, able to get the ball back. Jordan Lewis now going to set up the offense for the Cougars. And kick ball here on number 22, Roan Brinson. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball on the wing. Back out to Jordan Lewis. He's going to set up the offense here for the Cougars. Going to swing it to Roel. Roel back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis driving through to Jim Lawrence. Back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now 6 seconds on the shot clock. Fadeaway shot here is no good. Rebounded by Brinson. Now he's going to push the floor for the Monarchs. Driving through contact, able to get the layup to go with Brinson for the Monarchs to tie up the game. Now Jordan Lewis bringing up the ball for the Cougars. Going to swing it over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball to Roel. Roel, mid-range shot here. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Mule. Monarchs now pushing the floor. Brinson now with the ball on the wing. Now defended by Keyshawn Lewis. Mule now on the wing. Pass to McLaughlin Jr. Dish to Colton Samuel. And a three-point shot by Mule is good. And with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second half, Monarchs take a 3-point lead here. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after this timeout. We are back from the timeout. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the second half. Jordan Lewis now bringing up the ball for the Cougars. He's going to let it roll a little bit, save some clock. Well, now on the wing, he's going to swing it over to Lawrence. Lawrence now to Jordan Lewis. Back to Rowell. Rowell driving through, kicked out Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis sets his feet, gets a shot up, no good. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 22, Jerome Brinson. That's going to send, I believe, Rowell to the line to shoot 2 for the Cougars. With a chance to bring the lead down to 1 point. First free throw is good for Rowell. Second free throw is good for Rowell. Now Keyshawn Lewis and Miles Paulden coming into the game for the Cougars. Subbing out Lawrence and McLaughlin. 1 point lead now for the Monarchs. Pass into McLaughlin Jr. Defended by Jordan Lewis. Ron Brinson now. He's going to kick it out to Mule. Mule now from 3 is good. Take a 4-point lead for the Monarchs. Jordan Lewis now pushing the floor for the Cougars. Call off the screen here. It's on the wing. He's going to swing it to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now out to Rowell. Rowell at the top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Is going to swing it to Keyshawn Lewis. Back over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now. Step back jumper here. 4 is good. Right before the shot clock to bring it back within 2. And it's going to go to another timeout with 3 minutes left in the second half. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
We are back after the timeout. Averett Sports Network. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the second half. The Monarchs up by 2 points here. As Brinson now with the ball, guarded nicely by Keyshawn Lewis, and I believe they're going to call a foul here on Keyshawn Lewis. It looked like a lot of contact, but they're going to call it here. Be his 3rd foul of the game. First free throw is no good. Now Jordan Lewis pushing the floor for the Cougars, coming off the screen. Bounce pass to Paulden. He's going to pick it back up, swing it back out to Jordan Lewis. Rowell now back to Jordan Lewis. Over to Bryce Shaw. Bryce Shaw now. He's going to kick it out to Rowell. Rowell on the corner. He's driving baseline. Layup here is no good. And rebounded by the Monarchs. McLaughlin Jr. now pushing the floor for the Monarchs. Bounce pass is stolen away by Rowell. Rowell now is going to slow things down. And now a miscue here for the Cougars. It's going to be a backcourt violation. It's going to give the ball right back to the Monarchs after an excellent defense. Cotton Samuel now with the ball. for the Monarchs. He's on the wings, going to swing it over to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. now defended by Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now on Mule. Mule now driving through. Floater here is no good. And ball tipped out on the Monarchs. So great defense there by the Cougars to get the ball right back. Jim Lawrence going to come back into the game for Paulden. Coach Duino, interesting here. It's going to look like he's going to go straight small ball here. Jordan Lewis going to let it roll a little bit to save a little clock. Bryce Shaw now with the ball. Loses the ball here, but able to get it together. Kicks it out to Jordan Lewis. And the pass to Jim Lawrence, he stepped out of bounds. So we get the ball right back to the Monarchs. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Monarchs still up by 2 points. Brinson now with the ball. He's going to pass it into Cotton Samuel. And now Brinson with the ball for the Monarchs. Brinson for the layup is good to take a 4-point lead here. Now Keyshawn Lewis pushing the floor here. Try to get something going for the Cougars. Off the screens, the swing to Rowell over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now with the ball in the corner. Over to Shaw. Shaw now pump fakes to Rowell. Rowell driving through, back out to Shaw. Shaw sets his feet for three. Bang! Three points there for Bryce Shaw. Huge three-pointer with 54 seconds left in the second half to bring the lead to just now 1 point. And it's going to force a timeout here. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games. So it makes it a really fun environment.
We are back with Averett Sports Network. Right before the timeout, huge three hit by Bryce Shaw in the corner to bring it down to 1 point. 45 seconds is left on the clock. McLaughlin Jr. now defended closely by Rowell, as he's going to take his time here. Coming off the screens, he's going to swing it over to Mule. Mule now back to McLaughlin Jr. McLaughlin Jr. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Defended nicely by Keyshawn Lewis. Shot is blocked, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Nice defense by the Cougars. They have 23.7 seconds here with 1 point the difference. And this is turning into an interesting one here. No shot clock here for the final possession. Jordan Lewis is going to roll it up. Save as much time as he can. Now he's going to pick it up. Bryce Shaw now with the ball. He's going to pass it over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now with the ball. He's going to set up the offense for the Cougars. Driving through. And Coach Duino didn't like it, so he's going to call a timeout here to reset and draw something up for the Cougars with 11.6 seconds on the clock. And we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far. And one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask.
And we are back from the timeout. 11.6 seconds left to go in the second half. No shot clock on the clock. Cougars with a chance here. Take the lead, down by 1 point. Late in the second half. Everybody in the crowd's on their feet. Jordan Lewis now with the ball. 8 seconds now. Jordan Lewis now. Shot here is no good. Tip is no good. And that's the game. And hard fought one here in the Grant Center as the Monarchs pull off the upset here by 1 point on Senior Day. Great game by both sides. Fought to the end. I believe this is going to be Averett's last game before the conference tournament. Quarterfinals is going to be on the 22nd at 7:30, I believe, here in the Grant Center. And that'll be all. This has been Averett Sports Network bringing you Senior Day here in the Grant Center. And I'm out. Thank you.